guys, so I'm gonna do a get ready with me today, and I have not done a kickback, just chill with me, get ready with me in months. All of my like tutorial type videos are, you know, voiced over and sped through and straight to the point and not really kick back. We're gonna kick back today. That's what we're gonna do. I was actually only going to do like part of it on camera and just do like first impressions, which I'm still going to do with some new products, but I was gonna just do it only for those. But I'm like, you know what? No, let's just do a full face, but I'm gonna keep it very casual. It's not gonna be like, you know, in depth, intricate eyes or anything like that. However, I am going to use, I just recently hauled it in my last vlog of these new Wet n Wild products that I picked up, including these contour kits, this blush, a mascara, and some eyeliner. I can't lie, I did use the eyeliner once and I really do like it, but I have not used any of the other products yet, so I thought I would do that as like a first impression on camera for you guys. So let's get into it, and I'll link everything that I'm using below for you guys. I already primed my face, and I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation on a on a damp beauty blender, and just blend that in. But yeah, so I just thought this could be kind of fun. I'm trying to think of anything. When I used to do these months and months ago, I used to talk about like TV shows that I was watching, different scandalous things going on, just to chit chat about if you guys follow it too. But you know, truly as of lately, I really haven't been watching a ton of like TV shows because of the Olympics. Like any TV we've been watching has been the Olympics. Now that's done. What can we talk about with that? Let's see. Oh, what about the whole Lockney scandal? So you guys are gonna hear everything. Now that sounds like a hot mess. I heard that Speedo, obviously the swim company Speedo, swimwear, will drop Ty's sponsorship with him. It's probably a big one. Anyway, kind of crazy. But what do you guys think of the Olympics overall? If you enjoy watching them, I love them just because it's something obviously every 4 years for, you know, at least summer ones. So when it comes, it's just like, it's so refreshing on TV. And we are big football people actually, and I feel like typically summers are so like long and drug out of like no sports that are like entertaining to us at least. And I feel like football's around the corner. We're already in preseason, and it's like, I think it snuck up this time because we had the Olympics to like keep us occupied with sports. So that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna try my hardest to get this up tomorrow. So real time, this is Monday. If not, I'll get it up Wednesday. So I like to keep get ready with me type stuff, obviously pretty real time, just because you know, if we're chatting about current events, then I want it to be current. But I will try my best to do that. With that said though, this week, little man's back in school, which is great. I get to have a little bit more time. I plan to start setting up the live streams again on Fridays if that's something you guys still want to do. If you remember, I did that before, and then when summer came, like it was too hard to do that without interruption. See? And so I'm gonna try to get that going again. Point is though, this week after this video goes up, I may or may not have a full week's worth of videos this week just because I'm getting back into everything. But I probably will, because that's what I say, right? Anyway, but just so you know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm getting situated to be rolling. So next item I'm going to use may not be a first impression. It's not a first impression for me, but it might be the first time I've used it on camera. I think I did once. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, the cream one. I'm sorry. Love, you guys. I love it. I just finished the Urban Decay Naked Skin one, finally, and I love that one. Guys, this may be trumping it. I'm going to give it more time. It's still pretty new to me, but I'm not in a hurry, let's say, to go get the Naked Skin one because this one is really, really nice. Very different than the original Lock-It concealer she has, which I have actually. Whereas that one I wouldn't really put under my eyes because it would crease and stuff. And this has just, you know, a little doe foot, little pointed applicator. This works well for me. I'm going to put some concealer under my eye. Not a crazy amount, but a little bit, since I do want to test out the contour kit powder. So we'll give a little bit of a contour here. This just is very different to me though than the original. It's much lighter, but it's still full coverage, but it does not crease on me when I do set it. Typically, we will see with this new powder, you know, too. Anyway, I like this a lot. And you know, Kat Von D's prices to me, I mean, I think they're overall pretty comparable with most high-end brands, but I still feel a little bit less than some, you know? I don't know, I always feel like I'm getting at least a good amount of product, good quality product, whenever I do purchase anything from her line. I've never been disappointed, in fact, honestly, with any of her stuff. No. Like, I feel like this is just so easy to blend in too. It just soaks into the skin with the eyelash. And I don't know, it's just impressive. Anyway, guys, I need to do something with this hair again. It's gray. Come on now. There are some things with aging process I go, you know what, just embrace it. That's not one of them. I'm just not there yet. No. Okay, so normally I would take my Laura Mercier powder and set my under eye with a little bit of a damp beauty blender like I'm using right now, and that has been like the thing that I am doing lately. But because I want to try this, I'm gonna change it up. So I picked up both contour kits. I believe these are the only two that they sell in this line. I believe. I could be wrong as far as like the colors. This one is Dolce de Leche, and I want to use this one for the bronzer shade. Then I picked up the Caramel Toffee one, and I want to use the yellow powder to set my under eye with this. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see here. They do come in little bit, you can see like the lining of the little pans that they're in, so you could depot this, I would imagine, if you wanted, which is kind of cool. I like how big it is. I mean, this is a big brush and I'm still able to dip it in without getting into the bronzer. I hate that, you know, when they have like a duo, it's so convenient. But if it's super small, you know what I'm saying, then you're like dip it, it gets messy. Gets messy. All right. I've heard people really like this. I mean, for drugstore, you can't beat the price of Wet n Wild at all, right? It's insane. Plus, I got these at Target when they were buy one, get one half off. So it doesn't get too much better than that. I feel like it's a little maybe cakey, a little under my eye, like, are settling into like the fine lines, but at the end of the day, it's because I got fine lines. So, you know. Oh, I totally scratched myself right here, guys. It's ridiculous. Ow. Okay, I kind of like this. This is good. All right, we'll start with that. I'm gonna use the contour shade again on the Dolce de Leche one. Let's try that out. What do I want to use? Let's actually go in with this flat actual contour brush. This is the Morphe flat contour brush, the G30. I'm just gonna dip in and okay. You know, actually looking at the other bronzer that came with the one I did use already to set my under eye, it's not bad. I probably could have used that one, but just at glance, I felt like this one would be better. I mean, there is pigment. This isn't like awful at all. You know, I think it's more of a matter of how does it stay for the day. But I am like that kind of believer that as long as you're someone that sets your makeup with a setting spray, you know, I think for the most part, you're gonna be fine. It's when you kind of don't do those steps, I feel like cheaper brands typically can, you know, they may not last as long as a higher end brand. But having said that too, sometimes if you don't even set a high end brand product, you know, then it can slip on you throughout the day too. telling you guys, you're gonna hear all kinds of things. That's what I kind of do with these contour brushes. I feel like most people do this. I kind of do like a stamp, like make it a harsh, you know, line, and then kind of just push it up. Don't go down, go up. And that works for me, but I'm sure again everyone has their method. Okay. And then I'm gonna take a little bit on here, up on the little hairline a little bit. Ooh. What is this? There's just gray hairs poking. My God. Guys, I really like enjoyed cutting my hair and having it like short as I've ever had it in my life. Especially when it was hot. I totally embraced it. I did. I'm over it now. And it is literally at the stage where it doesn't really do much of anything. It's too short to really put up in a ponytail. I have it in just like this little itty bitty thing, but it has to be low to get it all in. And as soon as I start bringing it up, then it falls down underneath. And if I want to really style it like in a little bob type thing, like I kind of was, it's almost too long now to keep its volume. So it's in that stupid stage where I need to either cut it or let it grow, and I'm gonna let it grow. But yeah, I'm kind of over it, kind of done. Yeah. So okay, this isn't terrible. I can dig this. In fact, let's do a little bit with like a fluffier like brush though. On down here, just a little. Now let's do this blush. This blush was speaking to me. It is the new Color Icon Ombre Blushes, and this is in a purple haze. Isn't that such a pretty color? And it's so unique, right? It's got a sheen to it for sure. I'm excited. So let's go in with kind of a fluffier powder type brush. Just gonna kind of dip into that. And then kind of just, you know. Now I like to kind of go into the bronzer. I think it looks best, in my opinion, to have those kind of blend together. But you can make it a little bit more, you know, pop out. Up to you. Okay, it's not terrible as far as I feel like it's giving me like a sheen, which is very pretty, but I don't feel like I'm getting a ton of pigment out of it. But I think it's still pretty. I just don't know that it's really picking up. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Might be a little disappointing, but it's not awful. It's still pretty. And then for my eyes though, guys, I really don't even want to do like eyeshadow today, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to stick to just a very simple look. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my beauty blender and kind of just going over with the leftover foundation that I was using for my face, just to kind of go on my eyelids, because my eyelids do get a little bit oily. And it just kind of makes it even it out. Sometimes a lot of people have really like veiny eyelids, or just discolored from the rest of their face. So this just kind of, you know, evens it out. And then from here, what I would do though is kind of use that as like an eyeshadow base. And I'm just gonna take, you know what, this like shimmery neutral shade though, and literally just kind of go in and almost set that like foundation. Does that make sense? And just kind of call it good. This is such a quick like eyeshadow look. It's that makeup, no makeup look, or whatever they call it. I didn't even do my eyebrows, but you know what? I may not, or I may just give a little bit of powder, but right now I'm not even gonna do anything. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Liner. And I did use this once. And guys, I gotta tell you, I put this on. Here's the tip on it. Not bad. Pretty typical. I do wish, just from my, you know, preference, that the wand itself was a little bit longer. just because it would give a little bit more to work with without hitting the side of this. That's just a personal preference, but it's not bad. We went swimming over the weekend and I had like a full face of makeup, but I didn't go underwater when swimming or anything, but I did get splashed a few times. It was super hot on my face still because I didn't go under. This did not budge. It did not budge. And so I'm like, well, there you go. Okay. So I'm going to put some of this on. And it does dry matte, which is nice too. Cool. Be careful with looking up, of course, when it is still wet. Give it a few seconds at least to dry, especially if you have hooded lids, because you don't want it to transfer. Want to know another tip too? Instead of doing this motion with your hand, if you are someone very shaky, which sometimes I really am, set your arm up on your table, whatever you're working with, put it in your other hand even, and put your brush to your lid where it goes, and move your head. I know that might seem crazy, but that's like another way to do it if you're a little less shaky with moving your head. You know? I don't know what it is. This eyelid though is always my harder one, and the end of it here is very wrinkly. I have no idea why. I don't get it, but I always have a harder time, and I have a harder time making them look, you know, the same because of that. Good stuff. So yeah, I definitely like that liner a lot. I will say, I don't know if I know people really like the NYC one. I've never actually used it, but I've used the NYX one and I love it. And now I've used this and I feel like it's great. I don't know, is there any liquid liners out there that are drugstore that are like terrible that you've come across? Because I don't feel like I really have. Now, of course, you're gonna have your favorites, of course, but like, I don't feel like there's bad ones for liquid liner. I'm gonna go in with this Mega Volume Wet n Wild mascara. I have never used this before. Wand reminds me very much of the, is it Maybelline, the pink one with the green top every girl's had? Kind of reminds me of that. I don't know, so we'll see. But I'm not kidding, this is like $2. Now, I will say, I don't care if it's really high-end or not. I feel like when mascara is opened for the very first time and you're using it, I don't feel like any of them really work overly great or like they're supposed to the first couple times. I actually feel that makeup works better for mascara when it actually becomes a little bit drier. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's just my preference, but I feel like once it's been opened, then it's gonna start getting a little bit drier faster, like the formula of it, and that's when I feel like you actually get the payoff of the product. I don't know why. So, but you know what, I gotta say, this isn't terrible, so, all right. I guess Wet n Wild, according to Che, which Che is one I've done collabs with in the past, you know Che. She said that she placed an order for some Wet n Wild stuff and got their like new highlighters, and I'm like, damn it, I did not even see any Wet n Wild highlighters at all, like at all, at Target. So I felt like too, the section at Target where I did get this stuff of Wet n Wild was so small, because I actually have a lot of Wet n Wild lipsticks just from the past that I did not really see hardly any at all at the store this last time of the lipsticks, and I'm like, I just wonder if it's like that particular Target just doesn't have a big selection, or if they really were just completely picked over. Okay, I don't hate this at all. So I'm just gonna pop on a lip gloss. This is Makeup Forever Plexi Gloss in color 100p. And I'm gonna call it good. I like this gloss, I do. It's a little sticky, but it's super, super long wearing. Like, it'll be there for hours, even if you eat or drink, it really will. So it's pretty impressive. So guys, this is good. I feel like this is presentable. I feel like this is kind of that makeup, no makeup look. I will say the blush, little let down for me, but still pretty. Still a nice glow sheen to it, but it's not as pigmented as I hoped. The contour palette's pretty impressive. I understand now why people really like them. You can't beat the price, and it works. Now we'll see how it lasts throughout the day and what have you, but as a first impression, I am impressed. Love the eyeliner. The mascara, actually not bad. It really isn't bad. So there you have it. So guys, for the sake of not making these crazy long, I will wrap this up, but let me know if you would like me to do more videos like this, or if it's, hold on, or you know, in the future, if I do have newer products that you'd like to see. Do you want me to do kind of a first impression kind of like this, or a little bit more better production to it? Whatever you guys want, totally open to, but I do like to change it up because I know a lot of people do like different ways. So let me know though. I'm totally open to whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of just get really all my stuff organized this week and ready to go in the future. Boom, 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 you know. So forgive me this week if it's a little bit scattered or not daily, but I'm still here, and just know on the back end, if you don't see me, it's because I'm getting prepared so that you can, and all of that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not already, and please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys very soon.